I think that we had a lot of fits and starts. I think that a lot of people jumped into this work, which I am super excited about. I saw so many people, especially people of color, taking the reins of the conversation as well as the actions around seeking equity. Now, the challenge of that is what we're up against. And in that space, the question of, does our city of Chicago work better for Black people and brown people towards our empowerment and towards our sustainability? And I don't think that's the case.
1, 2, 3.
I hope that in this year, in 2021, we consider what it means to reduce our cost of learning. And right now, the cost of learning about racial progress and difference and violence in America is the blood of Black and brown people.
So much has changed since Juneteenth and today, the end of January. So 6 months later, we're at a can't turn back point. Young people can't just assume that they can go to college and get a degree and they can live this nice life. There is an understanding now that these structures are not functioning for perhaps the majority of people. And I think forever at this point, those bridges will stand as the symbol of what happens relative to protecting privilege and power. You know, those bridges could have been used to help to move resources and build understanding, et cetera. But no, what did the city of Chicago do? They lift the bridges. They literally break apart the bridges and use them to further divide and oppress one group while protecting the other.
Just because this is not easy, we cannot give up.
The protests were a public acknowledgement of the tragedy of American democracy.
No justice, no peace.
The public protests were an outward sign of what people of color have experienced in this country from the founding of this nation. Other individuals are now recognizing what is happening. I believe that America is going through birth pains. And America is going to have to determine whether it wants to birth a child of justice and transformation, or whether America wants to abort what is about to be born.
Powerful perspective there. Ainsley Pulley was not able to join us for this conversation, but we look forward to getting her perspective. Black history is American history. So join us for this Black History Month as we take a look at our living history, justice, opportunity, health, and education.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.